Did you see that Johnny Sacco suing us?
Yeah, I read the letter.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What they don't understand is a very, very small thing called ASCAP and BMI, and whenever you publish a record, anybody can use it because the Pretenders tried. The Pretenders, who are a lot bigger than Johnny Sacco.
Not much, but anyway.
they had videos on MTV. I don't think Johnny Sacco did. They tried to sue Rush Limbaugh because that's his intro theme is the Pretenders.
But Clear Channel pays their BMI and ASCAP fees
and said, "Guess what?
Suck my dick,
suck my dick, and I'm not wearing a condom. So get out of here, Chrissy Hine."
Well, now can I read this on air?
I don't see why you can't.
All right. My firm represents Mr. Joshua Silbert of the band Johnny Sacco. My client recently learned. Boy, where the fuck has he been?
Recently learned.
Yeah. Ned, this guy's about as hip on shit as you are.
Ned knew.
He's an asshole.
My client recently learned. By the way, Spice, haven't we had them on air before?
I think we had the drummer on. I've still got his name and number here.
My client recently learned that for a sustained period of time, Bubba the Love Sponge show has used my client's show Full Trucker Effect as the show's theme song. Our understanding is that the use of my client's song occurred while Bubba the Love Sponge show was on Sirius XM. We therefore have already issued a similar letter to Sirius XM as well.
Which Patrick Donnelly told them, "Fuck you."
Yes. While the use of my client's song on the show might have been fine with the approval and involvement of my client's records indicate that no license or statutory minimum payments have been made for this issue.
Take it up with BMI and ASCAP.
Yeah, I mean,
dude.
just because you guys didn't publish your music with the people that publish them, and you're some fucking garage band. Brent, let me ask you a question: do garage bands that have not licensed or published their music through BMI ASCAP, do they have a right?
I do not think they do.
We also have a issue with respect to the unauthorized use of my client's song title, album title, and trademark on merchandise that has still been sold by Bubba the Love Sponge.
Shouldn't they be happy that anybody knows who the fuck they are?
Yeah.
I mean,
we expose them to more people playing on our show than they would ever have been exposed.
We ask you to immediately provide an accounting of the use of my client's song, including every instance that Full Trucker Effect or any portion thereof was used in broadcast, re-airings, online streaming, portions, or advertising for the show, or any conceivable instances of use. We also require an accounting of the use Full Trucker Effect on merchandise. Specifically, we need an accounting of the number of products that have been produced as well as sold to date. This just fucking goes to show you how litigious this country is.
Yep. Tort reform, asshole.
We are prepared to initiate litigations against all parties involved in this infringement unless we received your full cooperation in reaching a settlement. This is to commensurate with the violation that has been taking place. I have no doubt that Bubba the Love Sponge show and Sirius XM would do the same if intellectual property interests are infringed. No, we have people
infringed every day.
We have people fucking rip our shit off all the time, my friend.
By the day.
If we receive the cooperation from the Bubba the Love Sponge show and Sirius XM in reaching a resolution, that would be like Rob Zombie suing Howard Stern because he uses his fucking... I mean, seriously.
Uses his song that Howard sings on.
That fairly addresses these issues. I'm confident that we can avoid any complication. No, we can't. Fucking suck me.
Yeah, the Jimi Hendrix...
Suck my fucking dick.
In other words, what they're saying is, just send us some money and we'll call this whole thing off.
Well, you know what we got? One time we got a similar letter like this. It was great for the response because you know how we used the Evel Knievel? Stop calling me...
Right.
Your whole Evel Knievel set?
This is Evel Knievel, and if I ever see you, you motherfucker, I'll rip your fucking head off. Stop calling me on the phone, you motherfucker.
Stop writing me letters, you motherfucker.
We got a letter from Evel Knievel's estate demanding money, and basically we wrote back a legal letter, but basically we took our finger and photocopied it on a piece of paper and emailed it back to them.
And what? They went away?
Yeah, they went away because we said, guess what? Evel Knievel was calling a radio station. When you call a radio station, it's implied that you're being recorded, so suck our dicks.
Well, now here's the deal, though.
You want me to try to get the drummer on?
Yeah, well, hold on. It looks like that they may have... Maybe we can get fucking the Johnny Sacco on himself. Here we go. And they must mark out to the show because they got a hold of Steve Diaco.
Instead of Anton, instead of our intellectual and trademark attorney, that's who they get at.
Well, it said here on the website.
Instead of
attorneys.
one of them fucking attorneys. Well, the attorney. Let's call the attorney on the air.
Sure.
Spice. Let's see if that guy's got the balls to go on the air.
And their suit is going to have to be here.
Oh yeah, Spice 317.
Okay.
8.
Right. Okay. Right. Uh-huh. Yep. Gotcha.
There you go. His name is Jonathan Farber from
Faber.
Jonathan Faber from McNeely, Stevenson, Topi, and Harold in Shelby fuckingville, Indiana.
Oh, they're just looking for anybody to sue.
Oh fuck yeah. Well, get your legal beagle hat on, my friend.
And I'm reading this legal letter. This guy should have his law degree pulled, because when you write a legal letter to somebody, the main thing that you do in that letter is cite the statute that they've violated.
Right.
You have to cite a law that says, in violation of United States Code, blah 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 blah, this has happened.
Right.
I don't see any statutes.
And at the end of the day, man, don't you have to give them a cease and desist first?
A cease and desist first.
Well, I've not gotten one of those.
You got to get an initial cease and desist, and then if you don't do it, then they have claims. But even in the cease and desist, they've got to cite a statute or a federal law or a United States Code,
right,
or a state law. They got to cite something.
No answer on that one.
Not even answer.
I went to voicemail, but it is his number.
I mean, is that his cell phone number, or is that his...
It's hard to tell.
I mean, do they even have a firm? They even have a firm. I mean, what did it go to? Did it go
Four rings and it goes, your message is being handled by a short-term messaging service. And it goes, Jonathan Fiber.
Oh. So in Indiana, it's what? Is it 10 o'clock?
No, it's either the same time or it's 10. It's either the same time or an hour behind.
So they should be at work.
Yeah, call again. One more time, please.
Oh my God.
Joshua Silbert. Give me a fucking break.
I just found the bad news for them. They are legally registered with BMI, which is bad news because Sirius paid their ASCAP BMI. So if you pay and they got number. So if you pay ASCAP BMI, anybody, you can use music. As Rush Limbaugh gave the Pretenders the bad news.
Yeah, I mean, so if
But we didn't get our 40-cent check from ASCAP.
Well, take that up with BMI. They're not registered with ASCAP. They are registered with BMI. Joshua Silbert is on here.
All right.
He's got a BMI number, which means Sirius paid their ASCAP BMI. So since they paid and as a matter of fact, I know this for a fact because I've talked to Tom Bean about it. Radio IO pays their ASCAP BMI, and we work for Cox, which we never used it there, but Cox also pays their ASCAP BMI. So guess what? Fuck off.
And I say we delete that track from the system.
Yeah, I do too.
So then they will get 0 from BMI.
Fuck them.
Instead of their 10 cents.
We were the only stupid
Wallow
fucks.
in more obscurity.
Yeah, exactly.